So my story begins probably about a year and a half ago. Suddenly came down with pain in my left leg, all the way from the hip down to my knee. Don't know what was causing it. Severe enough to where I made a doctor's appointment. They took an x-ray of my left leg, looked at the x-rays, didn't really see anything that would be causing the extreme pain that I was having in my left leg. At that time, he recommended cortisone shots, which is a no-go for me because I do have a healthy fear of needles. So I was just going another route with Tylenol or ibuprofen. During that first specialist appointment, he did say that it may eventually lead to needing a hip replacement. My wife and I talked about it. The only thing I heard was the worst thing is I need a hip replacement, and I'm only 43 years old. It's like that just didn't sit well with me, so I just worked through the pain. I just went with it for over a year, and finally I made another doctor's appointment with my doctor, and I came in and he was really surprised that I was there for the same pain. He's like, "You've gone a year with the pain?" He made me another appointment with a different specialist and to get me an MRI. Again, didn't show any signs of what is causing the pain in my leg. And so I went home, told the wife, and then we came to service on November 27th. During the 11:15 service, Pastor Doug, about 25 minutes in, said that there's somebody here, an individual, who has pain in his leg. And I knew it was me, but we stood, and my wife was standing in proxy for somebody, but I didn't raise my hand, but I laid my hand on my wife, and I barely raised my hand a little bit. I can't tell you the feeling I felt when I felt something wrap around my left leg. I just knew something was going on. In my head, I got a picture of muscle and cells and blood flowing, and then I felt my left leg, and only my left leg, flex. Every strand of muscle, every tendon in my leg just flexed. I had no idea what was going on. Everything gets done, the service is done, we're driving home with my wife and kids, and my wife goes, "Well, what'd you think of the service?" And I didn't know how to answer. I just said it was good. I didn't know. I was still in shock what was going on. A couple days pass, and I just keep getting the feeling like I have to tell my wife what happened. And the Holy Spirit is just nudging and nudging and nudging and nudging, and it wouldn't stop. I'm not a person that talks about feelings or is very outgoing. And finally I told her. I had to claim it. It was amazing. My leg hasn't hurt at all for 2 months now. It's just like it's back to normal. It's just been a great blessing that the pain is gone. For a couple more days after that, I was in service, and I hear the Holy Spirit say that I have to tell Pastor Doug. And that is a huge thing for me. I probably should have told him in person, but I wrote him an email. I wrote him an email and told him what happened, and it's just been a blessing from there on out. It's been great that I've been able to have relief from the pain, being able to walk more than a few steps without pain. My faith has grown more to, I guess, to know that I can ask for healing, and He will heal me. That's huge for me. And I'm just here to tell that story that it's been a miracle that's happened. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to my wife, my kids, Pastor Doug, this church. They listen, they follow the Holy Spirit. It's amazing. My name is Yeomans, and this is my story.